What does being authentic mean to me? Authenticity means being real in your interactions at work, being genuine in your interactions with your counterparts and with your customers. And I think authenticity is that thing that allows you to be true to yourself. And while it is hard to explain or describe, you know it when you see it. And I believe this, while everyone has a different personal style or a different leadership style, the thing that is consistent, the thing that we all tend to respond to most, is an authentic leadership style. It comes across as comfortable, it comes across as confident, and it comes across as believable. And I think that that's what we're all looking for in our interactions with our peers and our interactions with our leaders. So to me, being authentic is about being true to the person that you are and doing it in a way that inspires the people around you because they recognize it for being true to yourself.
All right, so I've been asked to tell about a time where I brought my authentic self to work, but before I do that, I want to just share that I think it's critically important that we all bring a little bit of ourselves to work, and why that's important is because it just makes people relate a little bit more to you, and I think people crave just real, honestly. And so I think when you're more real, you're more believable, and people get behind you, and you can influence in a much bigger way.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Kendra, recruiting manager based out of the Minneapolis Business Center. One of the ways that I like to recharge after work is going to a reformers Pilates class. I found that this is a great way to not only relax my mind, but also relax my body, and then I can also sneak in a little bit of strength training.
Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Robinson. I'm a KCAM down in the Walmart Business Center. One thing that you might not know about me is that I'm a registered member of the Lumbee Native American tribe in North Carolina. One way that I use this to bring my authentic self to work is through participating in the American Indian Council Network, where I co-chair it with a lot of other great terminal salesmen.
I'm a Cal 2 in the published region. Been with General Mills 30 years. So I would say, what do people come to me other than calling me Dino? I guess they would come to me for information about stuff, as I've been calling on Publix for quite many years, and as they're new and they have a question, they figure that being around, I've been around so long that I would probably have the answer and can steer them in the right direction.
Hi, my name is Jordan Heath, and I'm a customer account lead on the Winco team out of the Western region. To me, authentic means being honest and being confident. Honest with yourself about who you are, what you value, and why, and confident in what you believe in. Confident in who you are and what you have to bring to the table, and not comparing yourself to others for what you don't have, but realizing what you do have to bring to the table. Whenever I think about those in my life that are authentic, those are the characteristics that they embody.
Coworkers wouldn't know about you.
Well, the majority of my coworkers know I went to University of Arkansas, where I got my degree in marketing. However, a majority of them don't know that for my freshman and sophomore year, I went to school in Florida, where I was studying to become a marine scientist. I absolutely love sharks. I think they're phenomenal but misunderstood creatures, and my goal was to be on Shark Week. Obviously, that didn't happen because I'm now a part of the Walmart cereal team, but I still love sharks, and it's actually one of the things on my bucket list to go cage diving with great white sharks.
After work, I typically recharge by hanging out with my kids or playing a fun game with them, hopefully something outdoors when the weather is nice. If it's not, we're inside playing games and cooking dinner and just having a really relaxing time together as a family.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm TPL in Western Region Business Center. What does being authentic to yourself mean? For me, being authentic in your workplace is creating a working environment that suits your personality and working style so that you can perform at your best. Some people are morning persons, some people are night persons. Some people are better communicated through email, through phone. I am. For me, I'm a morning person for sure, so I try to schedule as much as meetings in the morning so that I have my best up.
By the time I brought my authentic self to work, I think it's whenever you talk about a personal experience or an outside of work experience, it always feels like it's making work more kind of personal to you or getting your coworkers to know you better. So I recently got engaged, and it was really, really nice because everyone in the office gave me a hug, and it just felt like they really cared, and they were really interested in hearing about the engagement story and what I've been doing for planning the wedding.
Hey everyone, I'm Loudy Curry. I'm a Cam 2 on Giant Eagle here in the Loudy Curry Business Center in Pittsburgh. The way I recharge after work is by going to the gym. But since I usually don't get much social interaction during the day working from home, I'll say something awkward like when the receptionist says, "Have a good workout," I'll respond with, "Thanks, you too."
I'm a BTA in the Southeast region working on Publix, and the question I'm going to answer is, what does it mean to be your authentic self? What it means to be your authentic self is having the courage and having the confidence to be yourself, meaning showing your flaws and also showing your diversity and who you truly are every day.
Mariah, thank you for agreeing to answer a question for our video. So your question is, what is something most of your coworkers wouldn't know about you?
I would say I get the most comments on my phone being in Spanish and my computer being in military time. I set my phone in Spanish and to the weather in Celsius, as well as then my phone to military time before I moved abroad, so I can get used to it, and now I don't know how to use my phone without it being in Spanish. So if I accept a meeting invite from my phone, you're going to get it back in Spanish.
BCA here in Tampa, and what do I do to recharge after work? I usually go to the gym and run, and I'm not allowed to take my phone in. I just have fun and totally disconnect from the world. So that's what I do to recharge after work.
My name is Mike Fondrick, and something most of my coworkers don't know about me is that I like to be involved in every aspect of their life. For example, I'm sitting in Brad Query's desk while he is not here today, wearing his vest and his headset. And I like to be involved in all birthday celebrations. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Oh, look who we have here! Birthday! Happy birthday, Brad! Happy birthday!
Hi, my name is Carmen Ramirez, and I'm currently a K-Cam on the Costco LA team. When I think of someone who brought their whole selves to work, I think of Phil McElroy. He's a super awesome and passionate guy, and really involved in the Hispanic network. So involved that he was recently asked to speak at the biggest event of the year for the network, Hispanic Leadership Development Summit. He really got up and owned the presentation, owned the fact that he's not Hispanic, but really passionate about being a member of our group. And I think that's important. He showed that it really is beneficial to give back in the areas that you are truly passionate about. And to me, that embodies bringing your whole self to work.
Yeah, so I think naturally I'm a very curious person, and that lends really well to General Mills in a couple different ways. One, I've moved to a few different roles in a few different regions, so I really use my curiosity to get to know new people, get to explore new cities and new regions, but it also helps me on the business side as well as I dig into new categories or new emerging markets, really just to best understand that and leverage my curiosity to drive the business forward.
Hi, my name is Michelle Potter, and I am a BCA here at the Kroger Business Center, overseeing our dry category business. So the question that caught my interest was the idea of an instance of when I brought my authentic self to work, and I just want to say that I bring my authentic self to work all day, every day. Potter out.
My name is PJ McWard. I'm a customer account lead 2 in the Publix team. So how do I recharge after work? I like to come home and play with my 16-month-old daughter for a little while, watch some TV, open up a bottle of wine, and voila, there you have it.
Hi, my name is Misty Higgins. I'm a Senior Development Manager for the NGR, and I think if you ask people what they think of when they see me, they would say I strive for success. I have a very high level of expectations, not only for myself personally, but also for my team. I think if you strive for more, you achieve more. I also think they would say I'm a big champion for others. I think it's important to give people the type of experiences that will set them up for success. And then finally, I think they would say I have a ton of energy. I'm very energetic. Sometimes comes out as passion, but I think there's nothing wrong with working hard and playing hard.
Answering how coworkers view you is actually a pretty difficult question because there's always a chance that you're way off base or
how you want to be perceived is quite a bit different than how others actually view you. But how I hope that I'm viewed at work is hardworking and not afraid to go the extra mile and really work hard to get something done, but also at the same time friendly and willing to lend a helping hand, and then goofy. I think sometimes we're so busy working from meeting to meeting and deck to deck that we don't stop and sort of take a minute to just enjoy ourselves and laugh a little bit. And so I think that's important, and hopefully people see me as being kind of uplifting and not afraid to have a little bit of fun.
One of the times it became really real for me was when I'd be in big groups and I felt like at times I was just laughing a little bit too hard at people's jokes, the people I was trying to impress. And I was like, you gotta get over yourself, because I did feel like I was trying too hard a lot of times. And once I just kind of took a step back and said, just relax and just have a conversation. These guys are just people, whoever I was talking to, the executives, I felt like it just played so much differently, and I got more of them when I had the conversation.
For me, as I have joined General Mills, I've learned that I'm an internal processor. Sometimes as I'm thinking, I give a blank look. So that I've learned that it's important to share with my team that sometimes my look on the face doesn't mean I'm thinking and not blanking out. It is still a learning process as I'm learning more about myself at work, but I think two big things about being authentic is knowing more about yourself and also sharing that with your team. Thank you.